Well, hi, Tucker. You like working with me in the shop? I know you do. Especially because I just gave you a rawhide. Huh. Yeah, you went and buried it in the yard, didn't you? I know you did. Anyway, so I was doing some thinking about my water system in the 4Runner. And I like it and I don't like it. The reason I don't like it is I don't have the ability to filter. Now, we can carry anywhere from 10 to 15 gallons. That's a lot of water for us. We can go quite a long time with that. But I like to be able to filter water. And the first thing I bought was this. This was the first real water tank that I bought, this LifeSaver JerryCan, and I bought it because it could filter water, and for that it's awesome. We used it a ton for the past 5 years or something like that, and it's great because you can pretty much pull water from anywhere. You're not going to get sick. We've tested it. We have no problems using this. We like it. I shove it in the back of the Jeep now. But I got to thinking, see, in the back of the 4Runner, I use this Dometic faucet thing here, and you think you're going for a ride? You're not going for a ride. It's not happening. It's not. Not today. Not today. You already went to the dump. As I was saying, does this little guy have enough suction to pull through the filter and give us meaningful water in this thing, making this thing, well, kind of getting the best of both worlds, right? Filtering water with some capacity and not having to pump the dang thing all the time. Let's see if I can figure out a way to join these two together and see if it works. So a trip to Homeless Despot, a screaming baby, and a jacket change later. And then we got the fittings we need to make this work. So we're going to go from, I think this is 3/8 tubing, down to whatever size this is. I think this is 5 mil actually, but a quarter inch barb should do the work. Will you open? That should do the work. And this guy, yeah. That'll be it. So before I do that, or unless I just did that. Okay, so that's clearly on there. We'll go ahead and get these fittings together and see if it'll work. Oh yeah, that's gonna work for that. You know what? This is a perfect chance to test out my new soft jaws. Before I upgraded to the big vise here from Harbor Freight, I had a set of these 4-inch soft jaws. These things are cool. I'll show you why. Now, of course, you can buy them with just this set here, or you can get the pack, which comes with this too, which is nice because it gives you different slots and things to hold different bars or whatever, which I like both. This does come in handy with this pattern on there. But we're just going to put these guys, and the soft jaws, these soft jaws are really nice because they're just magnetic. They just kind of go on there. So what I do is when I'm not using them, I just throw them on the side of the vise back there. But now, we won't mar up all my stuff as bad, because I have a habit of doing that. Also, the soft jaws are not very expensive, so that's nice. What would really help though is if I knew what I was doing with this tape. I just know we got to put a lot of it on there. Of course, there is the downside in using soft jaws. It's hard to get a grip on things. So we'll just do this anyway. But mark my words, when you don't want to mar things, soft jaws are the way to go. We'll just lightly clamp it in there. Whoa. I guess that's how you know it's tight enough, when you round it off. Well, we're going to go ahead and put one hose clamp on because that's all I have. You don't have to worry about running a hose clamp on that side. Oh yeah, see? It's silicone. It's not going to come off there. We're mainly worried about air leaks anyway. All right, let's see if this works. Maybe we got to prime it. Oh. Valve needs to be turned on. Oh. Well, let's make sure there's no pressure in there. Ah, there we go. Okay. No pressure in the tank. This is all on. And that is leaking. Why is that leaking? Let's figure that out first. Oh, I think we need to cut that little piece off there and redo that. Just so you know, I've had that on there for probably 2 years and it's not leaked. It didn't leak until I decided to loosen it for this video. So, whew, that's tight. Because this is not really a barbed fitting per se. Might have to warm that up a little bit. Actually, that's tough. See, we just shoved a piece of hose over this end and now we'll put a clamp on it. Should stop it from leaking. We just won't clamp it too tight. All right, so does that work? Let's see. It appears to be working. It might be better if we can maybe purge some of the air out of there. Yeah, that appears to be working. Now, it's a little slower than normal. Not too bad. But, hey, we don't have to pump this guy now. This might actually be running a little low on juice now I think about it. I've not charged it in probably a month. Actually, a month and a half. So, and the beauty of this thing is this pump has a one-way valve in it. So, as it sucks water through, it'll depressurize the tank anyway. We won't create a vacuum, essentially is what I'm saying, because we've got a one-way valve. It'll let air in, but not out the other way. So water can't come out, air can go in. That's perfect for that little pump. It's one of the issues I have with the Ironman tanks, and I'm thinking about creating a cap to do this, but there's no valve on the thing. There's no one-way valve. So when you're running this and you're running it, you see the tank start sucking in, actually, and you have to go and relieve the pressure, and then you leave the cap undone, then you drive down the road, you get 10 gallons of water spilled all over the back of your 4Runner, and it's a fun day. But yeah, that seems to work a treat, actually. And there we have it, a Dometic faucet powered LifeSaver JerryCan. That seems to work pretty well, actually. I'm kind of shocked. Now, the pump may not last quite as long because it's pulling a pretty hard vacuum through this, or the battery is going to wear out quicker than normal. Which the battery life on this is actually pretty awesome so far for us. It's supposed to run like 30-something gallons or whatever it is on a charge, which works out perfectly for us because that's a few trips, right, before you have to charge it. And you can run it plugged in. So we can, you know, put a little plate up here and mount it on top of this thing and just, well, just have it there because it's magnetic. So that's nice. I like that. That's a sweet little setup. The only thing I could think of doing to make this even better is maybe I can figure out some sort of inline filter dealio that I can put on the bigger tanks, and then you could filter the water going through those tanks and not have to worry about those tanks either, which would be nice. And you could kind of eliminate this as long as the water going in the other tanks is somewhat okay. But yeah, anyway. All right, guys, thank you for watching. That's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one. And old Tucker here, he's ready to go to bed too. He had to hear screaming baby for about 2 hours, didn't you, Tucker? Didn't you? You ready to go? Yeah, let's go.